On their way to school, Tamara and Eva are joking about their crushes. Tamara becomes distracted while complaining about a classmate's unfriendly behavior and accidentally hits a bicycle, sending a boy named Randall flying into trash cans. Randall gets angry and starts shouting, but he immediately quiets down when he sees Tamara. Just as he is about to ask her out, he is hit by a slushie. It was thrown by Danny, who is driving by with his best friend, Hunt, and his girlfriend, JC. They act very rudely, but Tamara speaks nicely to them because she is desperate to become popular. Eva wants to offer Randall a ride, but Tamara refuses. Later, the class gets ready for a field trip. The gym teacher, Lorenzo, takes away everyone's phones for the duration of the trip. He makes fun of Eva when she says she doesn't have one. Lorenzo also jokes that he should take the bus driver's phone, but the driver, Wayne, does not find it funny. After driving for a few hours, Lorenzo realizes that Wayne has taken a wrong turn. An argument starts between them, and Wayne gets distracted from the road. Suddenly, the bus hits something, and blood splatters all over the front window. Unable to see, Wayne drives the bus through a fence and down a hill. He slams on the brakes, and the bus crashes violently. Everyone is thrown forward and hits their heads. Jaisa breaks her nose, but Lorenzo just tells her to cover it up without offering any help. At that moment, they see something moving in the woods, and the bus begins to shake as the unseen thing bangs on its side. Suddenly, the radio plays an alarm and a message from the Office of Civil Defense. The message warns of a chemical attack and tells all citizens to get to the nearest shelter. Then, something hits a window, leaving a bloody mark on the glass. Suddenly, a person appears at the door, and Lorenzo decides to open it. Wayne and the terrified teens protest, but Lorenzo opens it anyway. The person jumps onto the bus and bites Lorenzo's face, revealing that he is a zombie. The teens panic and rush to the emergency exit. A girl named Candace trips on her way out and is trampled by the others, causing her to cough up blood. The zombie overpowers Lorenzo and begins attacking the remaining teens. Eva grabs Candace's hand to pull her out, but it's too late. The creature has grabbed her feet and pulls her back into the bus. While the zombie attacks the last students who couldn't escape, Eva runs into the woods. She gets lost in a mysterious thick fog but manages to get through it and find Tamara again. Hearing a roar in the distance, the survivors keep moving until they find a building. They rush inside, where Danny slips on a pool of blood and falls onto the guts of a dead horse. The sight is so disgusting that the others refuse to help him, and he has to crawl out by himself. They find another building where they can hear more roars and slamming doors. With roars also coming from behind them, they have no choice but to go forward. The teens argue about the situation, and Danny insists that everyone is exaggerating because zombies don't exist. As the roars get closer, they run to hide inside an apartment. Once inside, they split up to look for weapons and begin to barricade all the exits with furniture. While working on a window, Tamara thinks she sees someone outside and hears a female scream. A classmate named Steven notices that Eva is nervous and promises to protect her, claiming he has experience from playing games. They talk about how mean the popular kids are, and Randall points out that Eva is losing Tamara to them. Meanwhile, Jaisa tries to convince Tamara that she should hang out with her group instead of with Eva. After they finish securing the apartment, they hear Candace's voice asking for help. Eva looks outside and confirms it is her, wanting to help. However, Randall stops her, pointing to a zombie that has appeared nearby. Everyone steps back in fear and waits for the creature to leave. Eva looks out again and sees the zombie climbing onto a van to watch Candace. She insists they should help, but the others refuse because it's too dangerous. When the zombie jumps off the van, Eva opens the window and calls Candace's name. As the girl runs toward the apartment, Eva tries to open the door, but the others won't help her. The zombie tackles Candace to the ground and kills her while a mutated Wayne appears at the door. Wayne punches a hole through the wood, and then the door bursts open as the zombies throw Candace's body at it. Wayne charges in, and another zombie breaks through a wall. Danny hits Wayne with a wooden plank, creating an opening for the teens to run into another room, which they manage to lock. When they turn on the lights, they find graffiti and glow sticks, suggesting a rave had been held there. They discover their classmate, Ryan, hiding behind a curtain. He explains that he saw the monsters attack other teens, who then began to act differently. Danny still refuses to believe they are real zombies. Suddenly, the first zombie opens the back door, revealing he has brought more of his kind. The teens are trapped, with Wayne and more creatures at the main entrance. Desperately searching for another way out, Randall finds a boarded-up hole in the wall and punches it open. Hunt gets stuck behind a curtain fighting zombies and begs Danny for help. Danny rushes to his aid but is too late. Hunt is dragged away by the horde, and Danny is forced to flee. Ryan, who is larger, gets stuck and injured while trying to get through the hole. As a zombie tries to jump on her, Danny returns and pulls the monster back, saving her. In the next room, they find dozens of creepy mannequins and clown dolls. Danny has a breakdown over losing Hunt and blames Eva for revealing their location. Suddenly, Wayne bursts through the dolls. The teens dodge him, and Randall manages to hit him on the head with a weapon until he is down. Randall keeps hitting him furiously until he stops moving. Tamara calls him amazing and hugs him. Eva notices that Wayne had consumed a lot of illegal drugs before taking his lighter. Out of nowhere, Danny starts coughing and says he feels cold. He lifts his shirt to reveal that a zombie injected him with something during a fight. Vowing to save Hunt, he heads upstairs but starts to feel dizzy and has to crawl. When Ryan calls him by his full name, Daniel, it triggers Danny's anger issues. He insults Ryan and rants about how he had to change everything about himself to stop hating who he was. Suddenly, Wayne bursts through the door, tackles Danny, and they both fall through a window. The group looks down at their bodies and assumes they are dead. But then, Danny's body begins to twist until he stands up and runs away. Randall suggests they barricade themselves in the building, but Eva argues they have no supplies and need to find help. She proposes a plan to lure the zombies to one side of the building so they can escape from the other side. She lights a bundle of paint cans on fire and throws them at a van outside, creating a diversion that draws the zombies' attention. Before she leaves, Eva confronts Tamara for ignoring her in favor of the popular kids. Steven decides to go with her. They make it to the bus and find Lorenzo's body inside. Eva is devastated to discover that all their phones were smashed. Feeling like a failure, she begins to cry. Steven comforts her, and they share a moment. Just as they are about to kiss, Eva notices the bus radio beeping. She finds a tape with the faked emergency message, confirming the entire attack was a setup. Suddenly, Steven injects her shoulder with a drug, apologizing and saying she wasn't supposed to find out. As Eva collapses, paralyzed, Randall appears and congratulates Steven on a job well done. A flashback reveals the truth. A month ago, Randall approached Steven with a plan to scare the popular kids and become heroes by saving the girls. A drug dealer named Chip helped them set up the creepy abandoned building. Chip was the first zombie who attacked Lorenzo, though he was only supposed to knock him out. Wayne was also part of the plan, seeking revenge on Lorenzo for years of harassment. Chip caused the bus accident by throwing a balloon at it, and the zombies were just classmates injected with a green drug that made them slow and easy to control. In the present, the boys argue. Steven is angry because Chip promised the drug was harmless. Chip insists no one will remember anything. Eva realizes the drug students were actually trying to ask for help.